Going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today, hey, we are finally here with every single nation's kit, jersey, whatever you want to damn call it. We are here. We're going to be reviewing and grading each country's new World Cup kit. Of course, you've probably seen some of them just because, you don't live under a rock and you use social media. So you've probably seen the popular ones like Pakistan, Australia, India maybe, but we finally got all of them announced at once. Of course, the big press conference was yesterday with the T20 World Cup starting today as I speak. The qualifying rounds, are going on for the lower ranked teams to try and find their way into the T20 World Cup. But we are here. We've got every single nation's jersey. We're going to rank them out of 10. Let's do it. All right, let's jump into them. We've got the two teams up here first. We've got the Netherlands and the UAE for the first time in a long time that the UAE has actually made a World Cup. It's actually really cool to see. And you can have a look at the two kits here. Netherlands, let's start with them. Firstly, the Netherlands. I mean, the orange is always beautiful. The orange and blue combination. It's a staple. The orange is a staple of Netherlands sport, right? But gee whiz, I tell you what, they could have done a little bit more than just a bland orange t-shirt with the words Netherlands over it. I mean, they could have put, this big Netherlands like lion or whatever it is. They could have put that right down here. They could have maybe added a few blue stripes or literally anything to make it not so bland, but I guess they just wanted to keep it simple. I'll grade them at the end after each photo, and then we'll go to the next one. The UAE, I mean, I really like the UAE one. It's good to see them in, the World Cup, but I think they've done a really good job, with this. They look like building blocks. I don't really know what you would call it, but it actually looks really cool. How it blends in from the pink and purple into the light blue, into the dark blue. The gold letters as well look really cool. So I think they've done a pretty good job here, UAE. Let's grade them. I think the Netherlands, I'm going to give them a solid 5 out of 10. And for UAE, I'm going to give them a solid 7 out of 10. So, look, I think two pretty understandable ratings. And here we go. I did make a little slideshow. Don't worry, I came prepared. I made a little slideshow here. Just wait for me here. So we've got Namibia up next. Look, I really like the Namibia kit. They've got the GOAT, David Weiss, who plays for them as well, so you can't forget that. I think they've done a good job. I think the blue collar and the blue down here looks really cool. I like how it's like a black, dark blue jersey, and then they've got, the red stripes down the bottom. They've got the red stripes around the sleeve, and the Namibia logo looks really cool in the middle. I think they've done a pretty good job. They've also got like blended in eagles. Their logo is an eagle, but they've also got like blue eagles around it, which you can't really see. But I think they've done a pretty good job here in Namibia. I'm going to give them a 7.5 for this one, I think. I think a 7.5, is a fair enough rating for Namibia here. And here we go. Now we've got the two brothers, if you will, Ireland and Scotland. I think one of them might actually qualify for the World Cup as well, which is going to be cool to see. All right, Ireland. Now, a lot of people actually really like the Ireland jersey. Me personally, I'm not much of a fan. Ireland actually normally has some really cool kits, but I think they've missed an absolute trick here, Ireland, with bringing back maybe an old vintage jersey or at least trying something a bit new. I mean, this looks like the same Ireland jersey that we've seen them use for the last 15 years. I wish they would have brought back maybe the really, really light green that they used to wear back in the day. They could have brought that back. They could have brought back the old 1990s, I think it was, jersey as well. So there was plenty of vintage jerseys that they could have ran with. Here, Ireland to Scotland. Again, I think they used this jersey for last year's World Cup as well, but yeah, to be honest, I'm not much of a fan of it. I don't really like it. I think it looks kind of tacky and kind of like made by a 5-year-old, if you will. So yeah, look, to be honest, I'm going to give Ireland a solid 4 out of 10, and I'm going to give Scotland a solid 3.5 out of 10. I do not like either of these kits right here, to be honest. To be honest, I don't really like them. I mean, look, Ireland has so many potentials. They could have put a big 3-leaf clover, like, down the middle. I just think the colours look boring and bland. So, yeah, I'm going to give them, like, a solid 5, if that. All right, Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe and the West Indies here. As you can see, I mean, Zimbabwe have always got beautiful kits, don't they, Zimbabwe? And, of course, you know, ever since they got rid of me at Zimbabwe, or we mutually agreed to let me go from Zimbabwe, their kits have gotten quite good. So all credit has to go to Zimbabwe. They always bring, you know, the heat when it comes to the new kits. This is just one of the best ones, in my opinion, here for Zimbabwe. I mean, they've got, like, I don't know what sort of bird it is, but they've got the bird on the corner. I like how there isn't any major, like, sponsors in the middle either. You know, because a lot of teams have to put sponsors right in the middle of their jerseys, and it can kind of ruin it for some teams. So it's really good to see they've kept it straightforward. There's no sponsors on the front. They've got, you know, whatever's going on down here looks really cool as well. So Zimbabwe, I'm going to give them a solid 8 out of 10. And for the West Indies here, I mean, look, unfortunately for the West Indies, they are held to such incredibly high standards when it comes to new cricket kits. But they have absolutely failed with this one. I'm not even going to lie. This just looks boring. It makes no sense to me. I mean, like, what are these meant to be? What? I don't understand what these, you know, lines from the top and the bottom are meant to be. I don't really understand what is going on here for the West Indies. I think they could have, again, they could have made it not so boring. I think the West Indies have had so many good cricket kits over the years. They could have added, like, maybe some light green in the middle. They could have even brought back an old vintage jersey, for goodness sake. I mean, look, the West Indies, I'm going to give them a solid 5.5 out of 10 for that one there. I don't think it's that good, to be honest. All right, moving on here. Bangladesh and South Africa. Bangladesh have nailed it. Bangladesh have absolutely nailed it, in my opinion. I mean, look, the tiger in the middle with all the leaves and stuff covering it. You've got, like, the bush and the plants and stuff going down the sides. I mean, the tiger is the best part. Bangladesh is obviously, you know, they're known for their Bangladeshian tigers and whatnot. It's their team logo as well. I also think they had a red version, but they've actually scrapped it and they're not going to wear the red one. So they're just going to wear the green one here, I believe. And it is awesome. I think it is absolutely beautiful. You know, looking at it from a distance, it can look a bit weird because you can't see the tiger and you just see a bunch of leaves and you're thinking, why are they wearing a bunch of plants on their jersey? But it's actually a big tiger in the middle, if you couldn't see. Bangladesh, yeah, they have nailed it right there. And South Africa, as you can see, you've got King Temba Bavuma right here. One of the greatest players to ever grace the field right here. Yeah, I mean, again, South Africa, I think they're, you know, normally they have some pretty good kits, but again, I think they've let themselves down. It's kind of boring. I think the colours that they've added here with the yellow and the green and the blue and a little bit of the red down here, I mean, I like it that they're trying something a little bit different, but if you're going to have colours on the jersey, at least make them stand out a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think of South Africa? I can't tell if I like it, you know, because of how basic and kind of just relaxed it is, or if I absolutely hate it. I really can't tell. Yeah, I mean, so Bangladesh, I'm going to give them a solid 8.5. I think they've nailed it with this jersey. And for South Africa, I'm going to give them a solid 6 out of 10. I think it's okay, but it's nothing to rave home about, as my hair is annoying the F out of me. Okay, here we go. Afghanistan and the Kiwis. We're starting to step up the jersey game now. I think Afghanistan have made a really clean jersey here. I think they've made a really nice kit. In saying that, I don't really understand what is with, you know, like, I don't know what's going on around the arms and the chest. I don't really understand what these little bits are meant to be on the kit right here. But I think the middle of it, if you just look at the sides and the front of it, I think they've absolutely killed it. Now, if they maybe removed all of this weird stuff on the sides and they maybe made the sleeves red or, you know, something a little bit different, I think I'd probably be giving them an 8 out of 10. But because of all of this stuff, I'm going to go with maybe a 6.5 out of 10 for Afghanistan. And I think for New Zealand, I mean, I think a lot of people have probably seen this one, but this is, I want to say, top 3 kits of the World Cup right now. This is just absolutely beautiful. This is how you do a vintage kit, right? They've also got the 2 red stars down here, which you can't really see in the photo, but it makes it look so much better. And the grey into the white, into the black, to the red stars. They have absolutely nailed it here, the Kiwis. And I'm going to give New Zealand a 9 out of 10. I'm going to give them a 9 out of 10 for that one. They have almost perfected it right there. Okay, into Sri Lanka here. Now, as you can see, I've got about 4 different jerseys on screen. So I don't know which one is the real one. Now, Sri Lanka, the captain yesterday was wearing this one, the yellow one right here, on the far left, which is probably my least favourite one out of all of them. So this is weird for Sri Lanka. So they announced that these would be their 2 jerseys at the World Cup. They said, we will be wearing both of these ones here on the right. And I thought, this is awesome. These are some of the greatest kits I've ever seen. And then, like 3 days later, they announced that they would be wearing these 2. So I'm kind of confused on which one Sri Lanka are actually going to be wearing. So I've put all of them on screen for you can have a look. To be honest, this one here, I do not like at all. It looks shithouse, to be honest. I mean, I don't know what is meant to be on the middle here, but it looks like someone just took a big shit on the front and then tried to wash it off and they left a big stain. So I don't like this one. I mean, and then you have a look at the other 3. This one here is awesome. I really like it. It's like a solid 7 out of 10. And then you get to these 2 on the far right. Yeah, these are absolutely phenomenal. Both of these, in my opinion... hold on. I was about to say both of them are 10s. But I'm going to say this one here is a 10 out of 10. This first one right there, this is just beautiful. And then this big blue one I really like as well. I'm probably going to give that a 9.5 out of 10. I love both of these kits here from Sri Lanka, but I'm unsure if they're even going to wear them because the captain was wearing this one yesterday. So I guess we're going to have to wait and find out with Sri Lanka what they're actually going to wear. And now we go into Team India, Team Pakistan. We've got the man Hitman. We've got Zimbabwe on screen. We've got the absolute legends of Asia cricket right here. I mean, look, we've known about both of these kits for the last 2 weeks when they got announced. I really like the India one. I'm really starting to really like the India one. I didn't really like it at first. I didn't think it looked that impressive, to be honest. I thought when they were announcing that they were bringing back a sky blue kit, I was so excited. And I didn't really like it at first, but now I'm willing to say I love this jersey. I think, the addition of, the blue kind of coming in from the side. It's kind of like they're going back to 2011, but they're also introducing, the 2022 dark blue on the side. That's what it kind of makes me think of. They kept the orange text in the middle, which is always the way India has to do it, in my opinion. They've got these triangles over the jersey, which I think the pattern was a bit unnecessary. I don't think they needed all these triangles and stuff like that, but I think it looks really clean. I think it looks really good. I'm going to give it a solid... what do I give it? I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. I was going to say 7.5, but I think it deserves an 8. I love the sky blue. I love the orange India in the middle. That is always just enough to win me on side. And then we've got Pakistan. We've got the watermelons themselves. I mean, look, I know that a lot of people don't really like these kits, but hey, you know what? Pakistan, you get a clap. You get an absolute clap from me because maybe I don't really like them. I'm going to be honest. I don't think these are very good. So Pakistan do have 2 jerseys that they're going to wear. They've got the green one and then they've got this blue one. So let's talk about the green one first. Obviously, yes, it does look like a watermelon, which was the funniest comparison at the time. But again, I think I like that Pakistan are trying something new. They're going out of the box, and I actually don't mind it. I'm going to give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. And then we go to the blue one, which I like a lot more. I'd give this a solid 7.5 for the blue one here. So, hey, let me know what you guys think of these kits. Do you like them or don't you? Let me know which one your favorite is in the comments, actually. And as you can see here, now we've got the last 2 kits, Australia and England. Now, look, Australia. Oh man, this could be a really big unpopular opinion that could get me, I don't want to say in trouble at all, because who cares, but a lot of people might be unhappy with what I'm about to say. Look, Australia, I absolutely love Australian kits. I love Australian heritage. I love that they're implementing, the art, the Aboriginal art on the front. It looks awesome. But does it? At first, I really embraced it. I really liked it. But now that I'm comparing it to every other team's kit, and I know the story behind it has good meaning. I know that, whoever designed it was in the right place with the right heart and the right mindset. But to be honest, I don't really like it. And that's, I think everyone's due to their own opinion, right? I just don't like it at all. I think it's one of the worst ones this year. Now, again, that's not me saying that any of this stuff on the front is not needed, because I would have loved if we kept this design but put it on the front of the one that we wore last year with the really yellow and then the really big green sleeves. If we put this on the front of that, I think it would have looked a lot better. Or we could have brought back an old vintage kit and then we could have put that on the front as well. It would have looked really, really cool. But in the way it is now, the yellow looks horrible. The black sleeves or whatever, are these black or blue? I can't even tell. The sleeves are horrible. The color of yellow looks horrible. It looks like a mustard. It looks like someone lost it in the wash for a long time. That's what it reminds me of. I'm giving it a solid 4 out of 10. I think that's lucky that it gets us a 4 out of 10, to be honest. Okay, moving on to England now. Firstly, hashtag F England. Hashtag F Ben Stokes while you're at it too. Now, England. You know what? Keeping my bias out of it, I've already said this, that England have a really, really nice kit for the World Cup. I am loving this kit for England. I think, it's bringing back that old, I think it was 2013 or 2014, I think it was. They wore a red one that was quite similar to this, and I really liked it, and now they've kind of brought it back in a different way, and I think it looks absolutely awesome. They've got the lion on the front with the red. I mean, this is, it's simple, but it's so, appealing to look at as well. So I think England have got a great kit here. I'd be giving it a solid 8 out of 10. You know what? An 8.5 out of 10. I really like it. And yeah, that is how it's going to cap off the video. Firstly, if you are watching, leave a like, subscribe right now, and comment down below your top 5 jerseys. Or in fact, rank all of them from 1st to 16th. Let me know your opinions in the comments. What are your favorites? What are your least favorites? What could they have done to improve? You know what? I don't know if I want to rank them from 1st to last, but this would be close to last right here. England would be near the top. I think Pakistan would be near the bottom as well, to the middle. I think India would be to that top sort of area. Not the top, because I've already said that the best one here is this one right here from Sri Lanka. I absolutely love this one. If they wear it, then they've got it right there. I also think the Bangladesh one, the New Zealand one looks awesome. That'd be one of the best. The Bangladesh one looks so cool. That would be up the top as well. The Zimbabwe one would be near the top as well. None of these. Not that. I mean, this is pretty cold, but it's pretty bland. as well, and neither of these either. I think the Netherlands would have had my favourite jersey if they actually added a little bit of design on the front, because orange is one of my favourite colours, and I always love when Netherlands are wearing cricket kits or they wear their football kits as well in the World Cup. They always look so good, but this time, not so good for the Netherlands here. UAE looks okay as well. So hey, that is how we are going to cap off today's videos. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Hope you all enjoyed. The World Cup has started today with the qualifiers. I'm so excited. So hey, join the channel here for all the T20 World Cup news. I'll see everyone in the next one.